Coming up tonight on YCN News, 3 Sullivan County towns are the backdrop of an investigation into what police are calling a non-random shooting of a Sunapee home. A body is recovered in Claremont land near water under the Broad Street Bridge. And the River Valley Community College in Claremont holds an open house in honor of National Manufacturing Day. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth-Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Tuesday edition of YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. 3 Sullivan County towns are the backdrop of an investigation into what police are calling a non-random shooting of a Sunapee home. This past Sunday at around 11:50 p.m., nearby at a residence just down the road from here, gunshots were fired at 17 Bradford Road while the 2 residents were at home. No one was injured, Sunapee Police Chief David Cahill says in a statement today. Evidence consistent with a shooting was recovered at the scene, say police. Both the Sunapee and Newport Police Departments served a search warrant at a residence in Newport. From the Newport home, more evidence was found related to the Sunapee shooting. Next, interviews conducted by the Sunapee Police Department resulted in the recovery of a handgun in a small pond in Newbury. Sunapee police are saying that the suspect or suspects and the victim know one another. A previous argument between both parties led to the shooting, say police. This was not a random shooting. Although shooting at a home is dangerous, police say the public at large is not in danger. Chief Cahill says the Sunapee Police Department is making every effort to arrest the suspect or suspects as soon as possible. An arrest or arrests in this case is expected over the next several days. If anyone has any information in this case, please contact the Sunapee Police Department at 603-763-5555. Other agencies working with the Sunapee Police Department include the police departments of Newport and Newbury, the New London Fire Department, and the Lake Sunapee Dive Team. A body has been recovered in Claremont on land near water under the Broad Street Bridge, confirms Police Chief Alex Scott. It is unclear as to what the exact cause of death is at this time, Scott says. The matter remains under investigation. Scott says police have worked since last night on this case. The same type of preventative care as when you have a cold will help you or your child regarding the enterovirus. Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center's Dr. Benjamin Chan says 21 samples from New Hampshire patients were sent for lab testing. Of that 21, 7 came back as positive. Enterovirus D68 is a respiratory virus with symptoms like the common cold, yet EVD68 also can present itself in children as a severe respiratory illness. Coughing, wheezing, asthmatic symptoms can be experienced. Sometimes a person will have a fever. Earlier this year, cases of EVD68 were reported in the Midwest. These are the first cases reported in New Hampshire. There is no specific medication or treatment, Chan says. There are steps to help yourself.
There is no specific medication to treat an enterovirus D68 infection, and there is no immunization. And so what children and adults should focus on is preventing transmission of infection in the first place, and that can be done through good practices like hand hygiene, washing your hands with soap and water. If you're going to sneeze or cough, to use your shirt sleeve or a disposable tissue to decontaminate surfaces that might have been come in contact with infected respiratory secretions. And if you're feeling ill or sick, if you have any concerns, contact your doctor. But in general, stay out of school and work until your fever resolves, if you have a fever, and you start feeling better.
More information on EVD68 can be found at dhhs.statenh.us. On another New Hampshire health note, the Division of Child Support Services is changing its computer system. Beginning today through next Monday, October 6th, staff will not be able to research online client records, yet are available by phone and in the district office in Concord. The phone number is 1-800-371-8844. When YCN News returns, the River Valley Community College in Claremont hosts an open house in honor of National Manufacturing Day.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Manufacturing as a career is not the manufacturing of decades ago. That's one point likely to be driven home tomorrow at River Valley Community College. It's National Manufacturing Day, October 1st. As part of a week-long focus on this industry, the college's Claremont campus is hosting an open house. From 4 to 7 p.m., seminars give visitors some information regarding all things advanced manufacturing. Manufacturing as it is in the 21st century, as will be shown off in the school's new machine lab. Prospective students and regional employers are encouraged to attend. Training programs between local companies and new employees continue to help businesses find qualified workers. The college is located at 1 College Drive off Route 120 in Claremont. To learn more, contact Program Director Jim Britton at 603-542-7744, extension 5346, or email him at jbritton@ccsnh.edu. The college's website is rivervalley.edu. In Vermont news, police and Marlboro officials seek the public's help into why someone would cut up a hanging wall mural at a local science museum. The mural hangs at the Southern Vermont Natural History Museum. Damage to it was noticed by an employee after an open house earlier last Saturday. The mural features a forest and woodlands background. The museum took part in a nationwide Free Museum Day program, reports the Brattleboro Reformer. Museum staff was not inside the building that day. Instead, volunteers hosted workshops outdoors. Anyone who might have information about the vandalism is encouraged to contact Vermont State Trooper Travis Valcour at 802-254-2382. In Wethersfield, Vermont, police today received a report of a man trying to break into a car parked in the 1900 block around Route 131. A witness told police the suspect fled to a nearby vehicle and left the area. The suspect has not been found. The person, no gender is given by police, is about 5 feet 4 inches tall with long hair. If you have any information to share with police regarding attempted car break-ins, call the Rockingham Barracks at 802-875-2112. When YCN News returns, we'll have your weather for the next few days and a look at sports with Matt McDonald.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Now Matt McDonald will have a look at our weather for the next few days and then move on to sports.
Thanks, Rose. Tonight we'll have mostly cloudy skies with lows in the 50s and calm winds. Tomorrow we have a 30% chance of showers between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Skies will be mostly cloudy with highs in the 60s. Tomorrow night we'll have a low of 52 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Thursday will be partly sunny with highs around 67 degrees and calm winds. Thursday night will be partly cloudy with lows in the upper 40s. You can see here that we are close to some heavy clouds and possible storms. Tomorrow may bring rain. Now let's see what's coming up on our community calendar. Tomorrow night in New Hampshire, the Danbury Select Board will meet at 6 p.m. and the Charlestown Select Board will meet at 6:30 p.m. The Lebanon City Council meeting will take place at 7 p.m. Remember, you can submit local events from your community by sending them to news@ycnnow.com. And now let's take a look at some upcoming high school sports games to prepare for tomorrow. In girls soccer, Kearsarge is set to host Campbell at 5 p.m. Also in girls soccer, Lebanon will travel to Trinity High School to take them on at 4 p.m. Be sure to check out one of these games.
Thanks, Matt. When YCN News continues, we'll join Capital Connections' John O'Connor, who met with John Cloutier, candidate for state representative in New Hampshire.
The YCN News continues in a moment.